This week in the Loud Quiet, empty nest snow days. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Loud Quiet. Take a look if you're watching on video, and if you're not, we'll narrate for you. We are in sweats and house shoes because we are in the middle of day 3 of being snowed in. In North Texas, it doesn't take much to snow us in, and we are here.
I'd say iced in, not really snowed in.
You're right.
We did get, and the snow was pretty yesterday. We did get snow yesterday, but the ice is what kills it here.
Yeah, and especially when you don't have to leave, there's a no good reason to leave, so don't leave. And we have essentially not left. Before, though, we get into the episode, do want to remind everybody we do have the book coming out soon. And if you want that introduction, that free download of the introduction of the book, and then to be placed on the ongoing newsletter that gives you early information about the book, along with just the weekly, the Loud Quiet newsletter, head over to theloudquiet.com, mash the book link there at the top, and you'll be able to sign up for that.
So, yes, we are on day 3. You know, the last time we did this was a while ago. We had just gotten back into somewhat of a routine, which we talked about. Yes, when we talked about last week, overindulging. We had just gotten back into our routine for, 4 days. And
I felt so good about myself.
Yeah.
I was eating healthy. I was consistently in the gym, which that's normal. That's not an abnormal thing for us, but it was that return 4 days.
Yeah. Because then when we knew we were going to be stuck starting Saturday through however long, what did we do on Friday night with our friends Brandy and Brian? Let's go get Mexican food.
That's right.
So we needed to load up on that.
And that being some good queso, lots of tortillas,
good.
And
margaritas.
I'm still coughing, and I'm still coughing, and I was like, yeah, I think it's time to have that margarita. And not only margarita, it came served. It was plenty sized, and then there was a sidecar with it as well. So
I still didn't understand that. You got the sidecar, but I still don't understand why. I don't know.
I think, to misquote a famous poem, ours is not to wonder why. Ours is but to do and, enjoy the sidecar.
So we have been out of our routine. Rick and I are very much, we go to the gym every morning, except on the weekends. So what have we been doing? Garage workouts. And luckily, the first day, I've worked out all 3 days in the garage. The first day was still pretty warm because on Friday, it was warm here. It was not cold.
Yeah.
So the garage, thanks to our new garage door that we got a few months ago, kept it insulated. Now, as the days progressed, I have added a hat and gloves.
Oh, that'd be kind of funny to see the stages of what you wore to work out.
I will, if I put together this video that I've been compiling for the last 2.5 days, and I will continue today, you can see the progression of what I have on. So
I only did that the one day. I hate garage workouts. Now, one of the things that's good now as opposed to like decades ago when we would burn through the same workout DVDs out there that I would just get so bored with. Now you can pop on YouTube and there's a workout that's available to you at any moment. Yeah. Stream that and there's something fresh to do. And I had a nice cardio workout, and then it was able to come inside in the heat and have a nice stretching workout, which I'm still sore from.
Yes, because we don't stretch.
Yeah, I am having a little trouble walking because of that silly stretching video. I'm old. There are some good things, though, about getting out of the routine, and it forces you to do something else when you're trapped, when you're stopped, when you are in slowdown mode like that you can't fill it with other activities. You even said to me, hey, let's play backgammon. We haven't played backgammon in years. Decades, maybe.
Yeah. And I saw it on a show that I was watching. I was like, we haven't played backgammon in so long. And that's a good we needed 2-person things this weekend. So.
Yeah, because when you've got the kids in the house, there's a whole series of games that you could choose to play, all the various board games. Well, there's not a lot of fun in doing Pictionary with 2 people.
No, and you said, it's nice to have a slowdown. I wasn't ready for it yet because we had just really gotten
Oh,
back into regular life. And so I was not super excited knowing that, okay. And again, because it was on a weekend, doesn't make it as, but now we're bleeding into the week.
oh yeah. I absolutely was going stir crazy today. And even though it was, and this is true, 9 degrees Fahrenheit, got out, geared up, and just went on a walk this morning. And it's
Mm.
actually kind of nice. I was, without exaggeration, the only person out there and was able to head out over to the PGA course. The views that you get to see in this sort of peaceful, tranquil course that you never get to see. It was neat to get out there and see that. And I listened to things on the way out there. And then I took my headphones out and just enjoyed the silence. And I think that was what was most striking about the walk was just how silent things were. There wasn't road noise. It was nice.
Yeah, I mean, I really have not heard one come down our street. And usually there are some people that are now today. I figure today, this afternoon,
Yeah.
people will start venturing out and there'll be more people outside and walking because the sun is out. But, they've canceled school already for tomorrow. So it's just.
I've got to shout out a specific individual, and I won't do names because people aren't going to know it, but we still get the newspaper thrown onto our yard. And Dallas News had said, look, winter weather, we're likely to suspend operations. Your carrier may not be able to get your paper to you. Every single morning, the paper has been there. I'm impressed with this carrier. And we know his name. We know who he is, lives in the neighborhood. I'm impressed with this Dallas News carrier. He's going above and beyond to still deliver and stay committed to what he has said is his commitment.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how many, that'd be interesting to know. I wonder how many papers he delivers these days, because it's just
Well, certainly a decline.
declining.
Yeah,
But,
sadly.
and of course, then, like we talked about last week, the food.
Oh,
There's
yes.
always the eating because, oh, it's going to be cold and we're going to be stuck. So, what are we going to do all day? We're going to eat.
Well, you've got to be able to, insulate
Yes.
for the dangers of this cold winter.
I put on several of my group chats because we were all talking about the same thing that calories don't count if it's below 30 degrees.
That's right.
So,
It's scientific fact.
Yes.
Yeah. Enzymes, calorie burning, all of that. Absolutely. Well, and we actually put that question out on the Facebook community asking, hey, what do y'all use? What's your comfort food? Because we know what our sort of go-tos are when it's cold. And I do want to thank Christy, Zennia, and Katie for responding. Christy, love the chicken and dumplings. That is when you think of just that food and how it absolutely kind of warms the inside and the soul and the memories and everything else associated with that. It is an absolute classic for your winter warmth. Zennia suggested soup, fresh fruit, and veggies and smoothies. To which I thought, man, that's healthy. Well done.
well, yes. And you replied, and I said, excuse me, we have fresh fruit and veggies in our fridge too. You just don't choose to eat those when it's.
That is true. I did not represent our family well with that one. I was not authentic when I said, well, we got plenty of carbs, meat, cheese,
And we have that
and
too,
booze.
but.
And we have that. And then Katie suggested chili. And what I found funny about not Katie suggesting the chili, what was interesting to see is how many people were cooking chili on the exact same night. Everyone here did it on Sunday night.
Yeah. Our neighbors sent a picture like in the morning. Oh, got the chili, going. And I had just started the meat. I was about to put ours in the crock pot. Then our other friends texted and said, chili's ready so yes, it seemed like everyone was doing the Sunday. And you know what? Maybe that goes along with football.
Yeah.
Maybe just people think of football, chili, cold. This is our first chili of the season because it hasn't been that cold. And when it has been, we haven't been here. So.
You were calling out when you opened up the fridge, like, why do you still have Oktoberfest in here? And I said, because it hasn't been cold enough to drink all of my, because I like it to be a nice, cool day. So you're right. There's an actual indicator of it has not been that cold if I still have lingering Oktoberfest that were purchased back in August, September.
And yet we had other drinks this weekend, but you did not drink one of those, and it's been plenty cold.
I have no comments, Your Honor. I will just accept the accusation.
I know this storm, which I didn't realize it had a name, Fern. It's Winter Storm Fern.
Yeah, I'm gonna old man here. Back in my day, we did not have
Yeah, I didn't
names
know
for
that
winter
the
storms.
storms had names, but this is Fern. And I know it's affecting, a great part of the country. I don't know how it is in other places, but for us, everyone freaks out and goes and buys milk and bread. And I love someone said, "Are y'all just making milk sandwiches? What's going on with the milk and bread?" We don't usually have milk in our house because now that the children are gone, neither one of us really drinks it. So I bought a gallon of milk because I was like, "Ooh, I want pancakes."
Mm-hmm.
And I also had a biscuit mix that I needed milk for. Put it in my car, and it leaked in my car.
Of course, the first milk jug you buy.
Yeah, in ages, leaks in my car. So I've been dealing with that this week. I mean, luckily, at least I haven't had to drive my car anywhere. So I've been able to put things in it, vinegar that, you can't really be driving around with. But so that's been on my to-do list while we've been
Thanks a lot,
hunkered
Fern.
down.
Yeah. Thanks, Fern.
Mm-hmm.
You've mentioned you don't have milk that often because the kids are out of the house. This is our first winter storm where we have none of the kids in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Last time Tanner was gone, Tegan was still here, and that was the one that was super intense.
Yeah, that was when we lost power.
It lost power. That was a storm that was even longer than the one that we had here, and that's the one, like you said, the power was coming in and out, mostly out, sometimes in.
I mean, I was cooking with the camping headlight on my because we have a gas stove, so at least I could still cook some things. But if you wanted anything in the microwave, you had to have it queued up and ready. And as soon as the power cycled on, you could run in there and hit your button to cook it.
Oh yeah, it was crazy the cycles that we had to do there. What has made this feel different without her in the house? It's just you and me. What makes that different?
Well, I was just thinking too about the power being out because the last time we'd all sit downstairs and read books and we'd play games, but if the power would have been out this time with it just being you and me, I don't know how that would have gone. 'Cause at least we had a buffer the last time.
Are we talking about like The Shining? Is it
No.
Misery? What are we looking at here?
No, you and I spend 24/7 pretty much together. So if we did not have our escapes these last few days, without the kids being here, no one's in the media room commandeering that TV. So you would go up there. I would go to our bedroom and watch TV because for you, luckily, it was the weekend. College basketball was on all day Saturday, and then the NFL playoffs were on Sunday. I didn't care a ton about any of those. I did like seeing one of our high schoolers play. He plays for the Broncos, so that was fun. But, so I could go to the back and get caught up on Emily in Paris and Palm Royale. So that was just nice that and we're fine with that. We can be apart. My feelings aren't hurt because you don't want to watch what I want to watch and I don't want to watch what you want to watch.
And I think that's, I'm making an assumption here because it's kind of a parallel universe sort of thing. I think that's something that's different about empty nesting versus, say, young coupling. That there might have been it's cozy, let's stay together. And there may be kind of the desire to stay together then, but there also may have been the expectation to get cuddly with each other and canoodle all the time or those sorts of things, as opposed to, all right, I'm going upstairs and I'm going to play Outer Wilds and you'll see me in a couple hours. Mm-hmm. And that's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was thinking back to our younger dating days, early married days. I don't ever remember storms like this where we were stuck. I just don't remember that. I mean, we were in Houston for part of it, and then we had kids, but I don't remember anything, even in all of our dating days, of these storms that would just have you stuck for days.
Well, neither do I. With one sort of kinda, do you remember how I always would go into the office when it was bad roads and it was optional? Like,
But that was when we had kids. I was thinking about,
oh, pre-kids.
yeah, I'm just talking about when it was just us as a couple. Because
Oh,
talking
yeah, no, I
about
don't
how,
remember any of
by the
that.
time we had kids, I didn't need you to be beside me for 24/7.
Hey, don't you need to go to work? Whoa, Clancy, there's like 4 inches of ice. Yeah, don't you need to go to
No,
work?
there were times that I did get irritated. I was like, why are you going into work?
Well, I
And
think you
then
just said the answer a couple sentences ago.
I,
You had kids at the home.
thanks.
No.
That's fine. We just stayed here and made cookies and had a good old time. So, but yeah, I can't remember. I don't recall any
Yeah.
being stuck like this, like we've had in these, past
I certainly
few
don't remember it
years.
either. I don't remember that. And, well, we've got at least one element of that experiment to watch, right? Tanner and his girlfriend are bunkered down in the townhome down in Dallas, and they're not able to go anywhere either. And they've sent pictures of the snow in and all that.
Hmm.
It'll be interesting to talk to them about, okay, did y'all find a way to, okay, I'm going to go watch this show and you go watch that show somewhere else?
I bet today they will venture out if things are open because he has access to so many things that they can walk to. If
Yes.
things are open, I bet they will venture out and two, the sun is out today. So that always makes it nicer. But, when you were saying you don't have to be, together all the time, we don't have to be together all the time. When you're sending a picture, oh, look at the front yard. And they're like, oh, yeah, we haven't made it downstairs yet.
Yeah.
And it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, all right.
Definitely different age category and stage of life category. I was quite delighted that I slept till 6:30 this morning, so I was proud of myself. And I'd already gone out and walked, and heck, I had a business meeting almost a little bit after they were still saying, yeah, we'll get around to getting out of the upstairs.
Yeah. I mean, we were already in there, answering emails,
Yeah.
doing, today is Monday. So, yes, we're back to somewhat of a work routine. Now, will that continue the whole day? I don't know. But we are, but
It won't.
I did.
I'm going to tell you right now because I'm about to finish the video game, and so I got to. I'm so close, and so I got to see what this is.
I did give myself, a little later start this morning. I was awake, but I don't usually lounge as much as I do on a typical weekday. But I did let myself do that because I was like, what do we got to do?
Well, absolutely. You had talked about a couple days ago when I was starting to do something in the morning and that kind of stuff, and you're like, "Hey, we got a lot of time to fill the day. Let's slow our roll a little bit." It reminded me of the Friends episode where Joey was helping Ross understand, "Hey, you can't do all that activity. That's like an entire week's worth of activity when he's on sabbatical." So, I felt a little bit of, "Oh, that's right." So let's and you know what? And I really was thinking about this on the walk, how there were no cars flying about, and that meant that there weren't people going to work. And I know there's a lot of work from home, but there's a lot of not work from home. There's a lot of just non-work that's happening today. And there's such value in that. It just, I do think as a society, we're over-productive, over-focused on productivity, and stopping down and being forced to stop down kind of opened my eyes to that realization that productivity isn't everything.
Yeah. And again, like I said earlier, I totally agree with that. I just wasn't ready for it to happen right now. I needed another week or two of getting myself back into my routine.
Yeah. I think it's the forced aspect of it. It's not a desire; it was forced upon us.
And I know so many people's, trips got messed up. NCAs was here for the high schoolers, and if you're at all in the cheer world, this was for the high school division. There was so much drama revolving that, and teams that couldn't get here, and then teams that got told the last minute, okay, you can go. I mean, it was just, it was a lot for those girls and guys and parents to deal with. And so, you know, I hate that so many things just get disrupted. You know, we are headed out to see Tegan, you know, soon. And so I'm like, please don't let the weather mess anything up. And speaking of Tegan, she got her sweet revenge.
Boy, did she ever.
Because when we were stuck in what year was that? 2021, right?
I think it was 21.
2021 in the power outage and everything. Tanner is sending us pictures from Arizona, you know, on a hike, beautiful. Well, she
Gorgeous
got, yes,
weather. I mean,
in
spectacular
his tank
blue.
top.
And we have all of our clothes on.
Yes, in the dark. And she got her sweet revenge because she did send us a picture of the blue sky, sun. You know, she was walking on campus, headed to the gym, I'm sure.
Oh, it was out there on that green space, the mall. Just looked lovely.
Yes.
And
but what I loved is first she texted and said, how miserable are y'all? And I was like, oh, good morning. Then she sends us that picture, and I was like, that's nice. And I'm sure she was like, haha, it's my turn.
And you know what? I would do the exact same thing in reverse. 100%. So kudos to her. Yay for her. This was your time, Tegan.
Now, I will say there better be good weather when we go out there soon, or I'm going to be really mad.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, if I don't see crystal blue skies, we're filing a complaint with the Arizona Weather Board.
Yeah. I am so thankful that this time the power did not go out, because that just adds another element that is
this
not
is a different
fun
experience.
to deal with.
Yeah, we're trapped, but you know, we ate a lot, we played some games, we watched some TV. It's not the same as, are we going to be able to have the pool equipment not blow up? Are there pipes going to burst in our house? All those sorts of things. So we're very thankful for that.
Yes. And we know that a lot of y'all are dealing with the same thing and, you know, probably have it worse than we do here. So we hope everyone is staying warm. And again, we thank those that contributed to our question in the community. And again, if you want to join our community, just go to theloudquiet.com, hit that community button at the top, and it will send you directly to our Facebook group. And thanks, you guys, for listening to another episode of The Loud Quiet.